In September of 2020, the City and Borough of Juneau Assembly appropriated Federal CARES Act funding to assist 135 Juneau artists. In the spirit of the Works Projects Administration of the 1930s era, the Juneau ArtWorks program reflects the zeitgeist of the public health emergency and will remind us of how our community responded to the COVID-19 pandemic.
My name is MK MacNaughton, and my project was two bodies of work. One is called Views from a Distance, and the other was called Meditations. The project was really about zooming in and zooming out on the environment around us. So I created a series of 8 small paintings called Meditations that were larger than life berries and plants, flowers, mussel shells, images that I collected through my running and walking outside. And then 2 larger pieces were about looking at myself as a small speck in this bigger landscape, and really in this bigger waterlogged landscape, because it was such a rainy year and it was really getting to me. So I was lucky enough to get to come inside the studio and paint about that and work it out of my system. I love color. I see a lot of color around us too. I think Juneau doesn't get the reputation it deserves for how beautiful our falls are. We have beautiful orange, red, yellow colors in the landscape around us. The Meditations project was about zooming in on things that we normally walk by in daily life, because we had plenty of time to take that extra time to zoom in on things. And so I did that by making the images large in the painting, and really got kind of sucked into the color while I was painting it. As a counterbalance, Views from a Distance was about being a small part of something bigger, and I felt that way. I do feel that way in our landscape here. We're so small, and it was so rainy. There was water everywhere, and I decided to sort of celebrate the fact that we don't run out of water. It just cycles through. So we're part of this big process that's happening all around us. And I found comfort in that, being a small speck in a bigger landscape. We were lucky in Alaska and Juneau to have access to outdoors, and in a way that people in big cities didn't. So the project was celebrating that and making note of it, and I think that was something that was really special in Alaska for us during COVID. I think of art as a way to connect to people. It makes me happy when someone likes to look at something I've created, and so I feel like creating art that's in a public space, hopefully as a gift to be shared, that people will appreciate. I think art is a great way to start conversations. I saw it as an opportunity to create some artwork for public space, and one of my dreams is to create more art for public spaces. So what started out as a disastrous year turned into a great opportunity for me to create public art. It was so surreal to have the world shut down, and it was very depressing to have all the work I'd done to grow my business come to a screeching halt in not being able to have gallery exhibits, teach classes, or sell the products that I've been making out of my art in shops. And it actually turned into a really nice opportunity for me to focus on my own skills growing as an artist. And I could still come here, so I was really lucky that I had a place to go and I could still run on the trails. So I collected a lot of images on trails and beaches, taking photos, and I took the time to paint outside. I don't normally do that. I was initially almost horrified by the idea of creating art during the time of COVID, because I thought of COVID and I thought, I don't want to think about that. So I really tried to flip that idea around to finding beauty and zooming in on moments, the moments we usually are too busy to pay attention to. I hope that when people look at the paintings in the future, they'll go into nature and take a moment and maybe look a little more closely at a lupin leaf or at the color of a salmonberry. I want future viewers to create their own art. Everybody really is an artist. Everybody can create. You just give yourself the time and the space and just be brave enough to create some art.